Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of ND Corner. We've got so many things to talk about, so why don't we get this show on the road? I'm PJ, and here with me is my co-host, Eunice. Uh, Before we start, why don't we share something about ourselves? Do you want me to go first, Eunice?
Sure, PJ.
Okay, so I'm 21 years old. I'm a second year BSND student. I'm currently living in Dalaget, and I like to maoy, but then I don't like bitter things. And then something random about me is uh, I love to I would want to experience snow at least once in my life. Okay, so how about you, Eunice?
I am 21 years old. I live in the city of Naga. I am a third year BSND student and I love dogs. I hate cats and I hate it when people call me by my second name,
Which is
Secret. Go on, PJ.
okay. Uh, I didn't know that about you, pero before we get carried away, we're joined by some very, very special people in our department.
Yes, we are very lucky to have these two lovely ladies, diba, PJ? So,
Yes.
thank you for being so generous with your time. We know busy gid kaayo mo, but still, niyas dahil mo sa mong invite. So, to get us started, and for the listeners to know you better, kindly state your name, age, year level, and your current roles in the department.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for inviting us, Eunice and PJ. I'm so excited to launch this podcast with all of you guys. My name is Jinzel Ending. You can call me Zal. I'm 22 years old, third year BSND student, and I am currently the president of the USC Nutrition and Dietetics Student Organization.
So, thank you so much for this opportunity with this podcast, no? My name is Mary France Rowley Tribunalo. You can call me Franny. I am 21, going 22 this month. I am a fourth year BSND student, and currently I am the president of the Philippine Association of Nutrition, Omicron Chapter.
Do you guys mind if I ask, like, why did you choose ND? Na-introduce ninyo sa course or you guys discovered it by yourself?
Yeah. For me, I chose ND because I wasn't aware gid sa course. It was introduced to me by my mom kay na siya fellow teacher nga yang anak pud kay na ND student. And then I was dili jud kay ko sure sa course jud kay wala pa ko as in ako ni gid kay magluto sila. And then eventually I chose ND gud kay ang the after I studied the course kay its uniqueness nga naka-attract gid nako no. It highlights food as a practical medium as optimizing our health. And also, when I was a child, it's a child, mga high school pa ko, kay I want to work yun in the hospital every time masakit ako mama or masakit ako manghod, kay sige may gadto sa hospital. So, I want to work yun sa hospital. But I don't want to be a doctor kay financially and due to time constraints as well as a nurse po, no? Kay daghan po og job competitions. So I want to find you something unique nga course nga pwede na ko siya maka-work ko sa hospital. So yeah, na-fall jud sa category ang ND.
How about you, Ate Jinzel?
For me, in my high school, we only have a list of accredited college courses that we can take. So I was looking for medical related or healthcare related degree programs, and that's where I found ND. Since I also love food and the science behind it, and I'm also interested in the biological utilization of food. So that's the reason I chose this course.
Okay, so thank you for your very beautiful answers.
Daghan-daghan pag gid niyo giandam na questions para ninyo mga ate. So, for the next set of questions, anyone can answer first ha? So, mag-start na ta.
Okay.
Sige, go. Laban.
PJ, take the stage.
Okay, so in your opinion, what is a leader, or how do you describe a leader? Because you guys are
Thank-
leaders, man, in the department.
Giselle.
Thank you for that wonderful question. We're
Miss you
Miss
lang.
Universe. A leader is someone who submits to their duty of service for the common good.
Wow.
Oh,
Kalalom ako.
water. I think for me kay most tilang kong quote from the Rotary Club no nga ako ang na-under pud nga kan. It's a leader is doing service above self jud. It's not about you. It will never be about you, and it will only be about the organization you stand for catering the needs of the members, and eventually how it benefits the community. And more, it's all about altruism yun ang being a leader no nga, being selfless, putting others before you, because di sa mangwinta ko, pero I have my fair share of sacrifices sa ako ang self yun as a student and as a person. And aron lang mahapsay ang certain stuffs, activities. And pero in the end, if I look at it in a bigger picture, jud kay worth it ra gyud to mga sacrifices, because it was for my fellow students, it was for the activity that we want to have nga ma-success and ma-complete ang task and all. Yeah.
True service jud siya for the common good, like dili siya
Yeah.
for personal gain. I'm the kind of leader who guides side by side. I lead according to how it is to be a constituent, because I've been a constituent as well. When another officer member doesn't quite understand my communication, I take a pause and think, what does my explanation lack? Unsay ko ang sa akong explanation, how can I improve it so they can better grasp what I'm trying to convey? Or para mas makasabot sila unsay gi-ask na ako nga ipabuhat. So another thing is, I personally love it when people step forward to raise their own ideas, because it gives me a different angle from my perspective, and that's how we can improve our plans. Because being a leader is not about doing what you want. It's about team effort also.
For me, I don't know, Jud, no, honestly. I prefer man good to be criticized by others, and I can work from there. But before, naami ka na murag heart-to-heart talk no sa mga advisor sa NDSO before, and more siya nag-talk me, and until now naami ka ng ay na instill sa akong mind ang iyang compliment jud nga ni ana siya nga I have a very good initiative daw, very fit for a leader niya. I never really noticed it about myself until she told me kay ako ato gusto ra jud ko nga paspas tanan ba kanang og nay uwawon gud ako mga kanang batchmate ato pagsugod, so og nay dili kay mo ingon, so ako mo volunteer if naay gusto nga activities kay ako mo lead. And then if sa pagkuan pod, if na officer ko kay ug naay activities pangitaan og loopholes aron maka-prepare og nay problema niya, og nana ang problema kay nana koy prepared nga solution. So murag na practice na ko siya nga skill nga lain nga problem solving skills, and until now important yun siya para nako ang good initiative yun nga as a leader nga eventually magud mo follow magud sila nimo if ikay mo una mo lead ka sa herd una, and then they will eventually follow. Of course, ang imo pong gipa-follow nila kay sakto pod. Yeah.
True, agree.
Okay, so what did you feel when you were elected to your current position?
I felt a sense of purpose for the NDSO to grow. My earlier experience with the NDSO officers and student body inspired me to continue that sense of community that has always been there. When I entered the program, I saw that NDSO was relatively low key. So dili kayo siya active gani. And so I was driven to expose the officers to organizational opportunities that I've experienced with other organizations. It has been my purpose as a student as well to promote the field of nutrition and dietetics. And being an NDSO officer provides a better platform to do so. You know, when someone asks you, "Unsa day mo course?" and you say, "ND, Nutrition and Dietetics," and they respond, "Unsa na?"
Oh my
Diba?
God, true.
True, true.
So
Explain pa
it's
kamo
one
sa
of my goals to help address that.
ready ka to nga time na i-elect kanila as president and NDSO.
I think I did. I mean, I think I was ready because I had prior experience na pod with the NDSO and with USC RCY College Council and other orgs pod before. So I felt like I was equipped enough to do what my goals for NDSO were.
Yeah. Ako kay before katong as NDS officer niya kay mo dito ang kanang more nervous and very overwhelmed dito siya ka experience kay. Taas ka akong position before gyud sa nag-start ko as an officer.
Pag
And
first
then,
team mo, ti Fran, saan ka?
uy, kuan, VP
President!
internal ko.
Ay,
Oh,
Uy,
sige.
Wow.
VP internal ko and then pag second sem among president kay ni chief of pharmacy. So ako ang acting president pag second sem and then gi-elect ko as president pag second year. And then
After na namo.
as mo to like ato nga first time ato nga time kay kanang kuan ko siya batas kay akong position nga gikuan so daghan kay expectations nga di ko gusto nga murag ma-disappoint ba kay ubi kay ko experience before. And then as time went by, as it's with great experience with nga nakuha po na ako from joining other orgs po na ako na-join within the SCCP and then outside. And then pag sud dayon ako at gi-elect nila ako as pan president, dito na ko na murag dili na kay ingon, di na kay siya ingon full ba and overwhelmed ba kay with the help sa ako ang experience before kay murag feel ko makaya ra na ako and thinking pod na ako ang officers kay kuano na nami more camaraderie before jud baka ng friends na gid mi gabaw na mi ansay among style sa pagkuan. So wala rin jud ko di gid siya ingon cool ba I was excited and happy gid kay it murag something new magud among ang organization so I was hoping gid na with the equipped nga experiences nga mo ang kuan before sa org kay amo siyang ma-cultivate pa gid more sa new nga org natin.
So after sa mga background experiences ninyo, pangatan mo is being a leader hard.
Ooh.
Yes. Honestly, it's not easy to be a leader. You're not actually who's on top of the pyramid. You're the
True.
base of the pyramid. So if there are projects, you have to be the key organizer. If problems arise, you should be ready to mitigate them. And you're likely to be the first and last say in decision making. And on top of that, you're also a student, a daughter, a friend, and other roles you play in your personal life.
True, I agree. Yes, ako at first nga kanang very hard jud because I used to overthink yun and I was really afraid to fail and to disappoint especially ako sa akong members and then among chairman, among teachers, so basically everyone. And you have to meet certain expectations from your members na usay lisod kayo sila pasabton nga dili pwede nga demand and all and then it's not all the pride being a leader kay daghan kay deadlines. It's all about paperwork nga need mo i-oversee no. Tinuod jud ano nga ikaw ang first and last sa imuhang mga activities nga i-make. And but now kay I think it's bearable siya kay sahay di na kay nako ma-think nga lisod siya honestly kay I learned to love the work. More siya part na nako as being a college student yun for 4 years na. From being a part of the NDSO and now president of PAN, which I'm really grateful good for the trust and opportunity. But yeah, eventually dili na siya hard nga buhaton if you really love your work.
tinuod tong part nga about paperworks and stuff. Kay
Grabe yun.
ang usually makita sa mga tao kay ang output na, ang events na, nga successful and all, pero wala sila kita sa kahago sa publication materials, sa proposals, sa
Yeah.
pag-organize, sa pag-practice, sa dry run, and everything.
Lahat ng mga puyat, mga white toes.
Yes.
So as follow-up question natin dyan sa Franny, kanang how did you keep up with your team or organization while at the same time handling personal or academic matters? Kay you mentioned a while ago na kanang lisod kaayo kay daghan kay mo i-process na papers, ngan ani. So how?
For me, I made certain sacrifices jud. Kay before nag-start ko og college kay jud ko nga I will focus jud entirely sa academics. And kay hadlo kay ko mahagbong kay when I was in senior high kay dili jud ko nga naka-excel sa akong academics. So I want to like aim for DL mga nga na ba for something new pud nga ako ang ma-acquire. And then so yeah, I think to excel academically was and to be fine with being an average student was my first sacrifice jud. Kay aron ma-meet na ko ang demands being an officer. And I practice time management, like having a planner, nadyo ko'y planner for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Same.
Same, aron ma-oversee nimo ang imong kuan ba schedules tagsa-tagsa sa imong buhaton. So usay mo na mag-adjust mo wala na dili buhaton. So makita man nimo tanan sa planner. And it requires discipline nga lisod jud i-maintain when there are days nga down ka kay di ra bigay ka student leader ra jud na jud kay aspects in life. But it's
True.
about trying jud to balance both without compromising one. And I think part pod nga dapat i-consider no kay to be able to enjoy a young adult life nato dili ra sa org and school. Atong
True.
ati manuno nato kay mga laglaag mga nga na ba. So basically daghan siya nga kuan parts imong i-balance dili ra gyud academics and kuan being sa organization.
For me, this academic year, in terms of org, in meetings, I make sure to outline agenda from general to specific matters para hanay na daan tanan para inig meeting with the officers kay ang i-add na lang kay ang kung unsa na lang additional concerns nila. Next, I delegate tasks and schedule when they need to be done because you can't and shouldn't do it all. You're an organization in the first place. So, sa una, struggle ko ano yung pag-delegate ng tasks kay I'm a perfectionist. So, ganahan ko nga kung unsay nakaplano or unsay standards sa certain things, kay mo ay masunod. Yeah, tendency is I want to do things by myself na lang para ma-efficient or dayon. Pero that's actually not efficient because as what I've said, you're an organization in the first place. So we should learn how to delegate tasks. Then in terms of academics, I remind myself that I'm here first and foremost because I'm a student. So student duties are prioritized, Jude. Then lastly, this is something I'm proud of. Okay, lately I've been learning to say no. That means being able to decline invitations, rescheduling if you already have a lot on your plate, and also delegating tasks. It's part of this also. You can be an approachable leader and a person with many capabilities, but you need to learn how to set boundaries because you're only human. You're not a robot. So learn how to say no.
Yeah. Murag news sa dahil nga kuan nimo hang murag balik zel ako saying yes mostly kay so, saying yes to more opportunities. So lo karon fourth year kay nagsige mo kog join og mga orgs murag pang last na ba. So yeah, that's new pod nga idea. Yeah.
Because there will come a point it's okay to grab opportunities because it's good for you, pero there will come a point na murag magdungan gid tanan and you get overwhelmed. So you should learn when and how to say no when that time comes. Mhm.
PJ, why are you
True.
so quiet?
Oh, I'm just like listening to their answers. For like, I never imagined they were like struggling. Sadya, like when I see them, when I see Ate Jinzel or Ate Franny, I see them as very happy people, and then now that I'm hearing these, I'm like, oh, okay, so they're just like us regular.
Uy,
So, dili siya
very
mailang na
much.
stress kay sila, no? Kay grabe kay ilang smiles.
Yeah, of
Ilang
course,
mga
they're smiling away the
energy, baka may
stress.
event, may program. Dili mahutdan na
Uy.
ekran ng Denzel. Makabilib.
You have to consent additional sa siya nga, you have to put a face gid sad kay it affects man sa
True.
imong members kay ikaw sabi ikaw ang leader and then ikaw po'y magda sa mood. Imagine na ikaw as
True.
president niya wala ka sa mood ko ba na mo join sa musunod sa na imong members. So yeah, it was it's a face nga we have to put up so.
True. Kay if ipa-feel na mo ninyo nga stressed pod me kay maka-affect po siya sa moral sa buhatonon sa org.
Mo din ang secret na ekran ng Nati Denzel. Never show everything to the people. So, moving forward na ta sa next part sa atong questions. We will be playing the game called Fast Talk, katong sa Boy Abunda.
Oh,
We'll give you a set of questions and then we'll answer mo quickly. And then you have the right to answer the question or not. Ready na mo?
okay.
Pwede i-defend ang answers.
Defensive.
Defense.
Hindi ra ba na, PJ? Ilay defend?
If feel nila na they need to defend their answer, then sure, why not?
Why not?
Okay, so are you guys ready?
Yes. Ready.
Okay, so from 1 to 10, 1 as the lowest and 10 as the highest, rate yourself as a leader. Anyone?
So 8. I think it's
8?
ako.
Wow.
It's high, but I think I still have a lot to improve. So 8.
Okay, how about you, Ate Jinzel?
I think probably 8 or 9 also because I know nga I'm on track with what needs to be done and I'm on track with my goals for the org, but I think there's more to learn po gihapon.
Okay. If I were to rate you guys, it would be 10 for both.
Wow.
Ako po, defend.
Aww.
You guys are generous. So generous.
Okay, so I think we'll alternate lang. Eunice, you have questions for them?
Okay. Sa akong side na questions pa kay first ni pagkaon. So, ay ka siya. Side of salad or side of soup?
Soup.
Side of salad or side of soup?
Ooh.
Side of soup because it's like a warm hug.
Ooh.
Salad. Pero salad ko. Hindi ko ba nag-soup eh. Dili kayo mabusog.
I-serve o na
Yeah.
para mabusog na ka.
Yeah, so dili lang ko mag-soup.
Okay, so next question. Do you think you have purposefully reigned as a leader, or yes or no?
For me, yes. Because I think sa feel ako ang kanina question personally rated is before sa NDSO because wala po na finish akong term na. So yeah, I think before I did because more siya good baseline sa kaning NDSO after na out kanang after 2 years nga wala kayo kuan. So I think it's a good baseline and I'm so happy na there is improvement every year, every president with Clyde and Ginzel karon. So yeah, I think and I hope so.
Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits.
Fruits.
Okay.
Next question, kay controversial. Favorite teacher? Oh.
Oh,
Dun,
okay.
dun.
Pwede to. I have to. Di jud ako siya mabuwag. I have to jud.
No,
First,
only
usa
one.
lang yun.
Yeah. Your favorite one? Only
Oh
one.
no! Di siya pwede. Dumagit siya.
Explain na lang, Ate Fran, nga siya ang kanang pinaka-main.
Yeah, okay. Sige, it's two jud si Miss JM amo ang basic foods to nga teacher pag second year na mo. And Miss Girly jud ang katong past chairman and now ang past chairman and recent chairman na siya karon. Profile ako ang kuan jud superior gid na kay si Miss Girly because siya man jud no ang work siya ang nisaw na mo sa NDSO bang with all the kanang support jud and kaning grabe gid mo inspire si Miss na mo ba and sa class food kay siya jud ang ako ang teacher nga kaning nindot gyud siya pacing mo teach so mamukuan gid si Miss sa
True.
kanang dili gid ako masabtan si Miss ba og siya mo discuss as a teacher
True.
jud na siya and as an advisor si Miss Girly jud 𝐭𝐿.
My answer is secret.
Okay, pwede na skip or dili mo answer.
Ako answer kay ko answer. Dili siya name pero type of teacher akong answer.
Okay.
Okay. My favorite teachers are those whose teaching goal is not to finish the lesson but to make sure that the students truly understand the lesson. Same atong giingon ni Randy ganina. I also observed now those teachers who also struggled as students, they make more empathetic teachers. If wala kasabot ang student, they won't see it as the student's fault, especially if naningkamot ang student pero wala gyapon kasabot. Even those teachers who didn't have a hard time as students, as long as they get out of their way to teach students according to their different learning styles, they will strive to recalibrate their way of teaching or give breaks to the students to properly absorb the lesson. Ultimately, I think that's what a good and efficient teacher is.
Next
There
question.
you go.
If you were food, what would you be?
Oh, ako kay I think ang palaya. Because
Bitter?
honestly,
Bitter? Oh
I'm
my.
really bitter. If you know me like kanang personally good, I'm annoyingly pessimistic like bitter dito. Tanang mga bad outcomes ako na naghihap sa kuno na kanang muna gi sige kingon nila if mag-make og activity kay nana koy ma-predict nga unsay dili halad wala na kuan ang katong poster. Hello wala na kuan. As in tanan pessimistic kay ko so very very bitter. But in the end, I'm good for you. Oh, my gosh.
Ikaw, Ate Janza.
If I were food, I would be chocolate. Alam me.
Okay.
Pero,
Moving on to the next question.
nawala mo yung defense. And, in my defense, defense ako.
Sige.
Okay,
In my
sige.
defense, when I eat chocolate, I exclaim, "It's so good," and I want to be a good leader. Dependent.
Alay.
Okay, so next question. Favorite friend or classmate?
Oh. Too many to mention, I think. And most of them are not my classmates anymore. But wala ko nagpasabot na ako mga classmates currently dili na ako favorite. It's just too many to mention. Lang ako lang mga close dili na ako classmates. So wala ko yung name. Wala ko yung name good. Nanyo mamino niya manglo dili siya akong favorite.
Same.
No shout out.
Yeah, no shout out. Sorry guys. Basta too many to
Ako sad.
mention.
Same. I'm not naming names para way magluod. Pero, two types na po. There are two types of best classmates.
Okay.
First are those who empathize with your best, your worst, and your gray areas in between. Ang second, kay ka na mga classmate nga mo reply sa group chat ko na kay pumunta na.
Uy, legit!
True, di ba na times mo chat ka na kay pangutan na tapos
Yeah,
pull ra ang mga profile icon sa ubos niya. Mura kang
Oh my
nagduwag
God.
zoom mo. Kuwang
Oh
na
my
lang
gosh.
frog o ka na mga metal balls.
I-check pa nung sino. Hindi ko sa baga na. Yung mahog lang mo, PM na lang ka. Oh, true.
Shout out sa mga tig-reply sa mga group chat.
Shout out po sa mga singers. No.
Next question. Describe yourself in one word.
Chocolate.
Oh my God. Siguro kuan.
I
Hopeful.
would think.
Hopeful. Yeah, bisag unsa ambot lang bisag sa current situation naman sa pandemic. Dili na ako ipakita pero yeah, I'm sa akong pagka-pessimistic nila na ako ipakita pero hopeful jud ko still.
Wala ko lang mating. Chocolate.
Kay sweet.
Gusto na, adi ka. Saba na kinig.
Pala sila. Chocolate na si Junzel.
Sige, next. Favorite subject sa ND?
Oh, ako, I don't know. Feel ako same Tezel or I don't know. Food tech. Kay sige gud mi kuan ato nga time. Sige mi og activity. Sige lang mi gluto. Wala mi mostly around 70% sa akong klase kay nagid sa lab. So nalingaw ko ato gud. Sige lang mi gluto. Yeah,
True.
magbuwad.
Sikaon.
I heard
Magsugba mo
mostly
sa
on
gawas
side.
si Frano. Wala may kabot ato.
Ay, sus, grabe.
No,
Ano na, grabe
kuan,
yun.
giluok ko
Magsubuan
din.
sa- Luyo sa building.
Uy, magbuhat
Nagha-
kami ka na ganing
Naghayay
sampayan
ang mga isda.
Oh, sampayan gid sa isda kanya. Among tan-ang film kay basig layatan sa iring.
Sabi nag-iring sa akong building.
Oh, moto niya ang among isda biya kay gikuan biya to na mo gid gi. As in wala gid siya kanang protection ra niya basig kiton. Pero wala ra kan. So, yan nalingaw jud sa mong puntik.
Buwan pa, Jud. So, like, munagan. Kay ang gihayay.
Bakit kayo on time sa food tech? Iting uwan.
Oh, kay hapon
Ako.
ko ang agad. Oh, ana managan gid mi kay naugo na mo ang buwad.
Say mo to Janzel.
Ako, favorite subject is probably cooking funda with Chef Cristel. Kay
Yes.
food, of course. You get to experience making and eating world-class food. Yeah, ang best part kay ang eating dyan nga part.
True.
Sayang lang kayo kay wala ka suway ang mga first year, second year sa lab.
True,
Unlike
sayang
mo
jud
po.
kayo.
Uy, nakakuan pa si PJ. Nakakuan mo ka ba, PJ?
Si
Nakatry
PJ,
ko ba ka?
pasagdan na lang ako sa mong lab.
Yeah, they invite me man before and then they
Ay.
let me eat.
Ay.
Ito.
I was like homeless.
Homeless.
Iring ka na manawat lang kinao.
Yan, pero
Sabi
okay
talaga.
na kasundaw na mo si PJ. Kay wala siya klase karon.
Dito siya na-appeal mo sayang.
Hindi na mo siya classmate.
Lahira dyan ang experience sa lab.
What do you miss most about face-to-face classes? Kanitig, reminisce na sa inyong mga moments.
Ayun, kailak.
Nutri
Pinaka lang,
snacks!
pinaka-miss niyo sa face-to-face class. O sa lang.
Nutri-snacks ka dyan. Nutri-snacks. Nutri-snacks.
Ay,
Nutri-snacks
isa
mo
ra?
dyan. Oh.
Sige, nutri snacks na lang. Kay kada event, Jud, na-adjy pa snacks ang department.
Linyahan din na mo.
Grabe,
Yes.
bisag,
Hindi,
bisag,
mamalit na
kuan na bihon ra gani upan. Wala, mga
Ay, ano sa kuan kay
Lagi.
Malagad na yun.
Ay, usahay kay cake ba ya? Sa Leonas, di ba?
Ate Fran, nga no, wala ko
Yeah,
drinks ato si Fran. Nga naman to.
Oy, kalimutan siya ko
Ay,
kayo.
ano,
Wala ka
ano?
natagaan yun.
Nakuan, natukan ko ato nga time. Kaya wala na ko na kuan.
Basta na, even kung inom
Late,
ka
late
lagi.
ra, oy. Late ra nahatag ang kuan. Drink.
Grabe, sag pa kayo.
Anangil bo.
Liability siya, NDSO na tukuan si Eunice.
Oh my God. Ako pwede dili sa school related. Char. Yung mga after schools
Sige, go.
nga experiences guro kanang ngaon ta sa kuan RD, ngaon ta tuat ba nga mga
true.
eat outs after school, before school. And then
Pero
Remember ka atong kuan? Halos kita tanan nag-only chicken.
sa
Like,
wingers?
atong duha ka batch sa Red Buffalo.
Pag after to sa
Oh, naka-join mo to yun?
polo,
Yeah, mga eat outs na to.
Grabe,
Ano?
halos napuno gud tong restaurant ato. Puro
Nato
MD.
mga
kuan,
first years good to
Asa ka,
good.
diba?
After
Danilad.
oh, dito ka doon.
Oo,
Red
sa
Buffalo.
Manila.
Red Buffalo.
Kaya nung doon ka to, after to sa tong acquaintance, yan, yung sa, uy, mga after to sa Buffalo. niya,
Acquaintance
kasi napuno din.
Dili,
After sa acquaintance. Dito after sa acquaintance?
Dili, nag-uniform
Wala
ata
na
ato.
event, not event.
No, like after gid sa event sa acquaintance ba niya. Few days after kay nagsabi ka
okay.
mga on sir follow mo to.
Yeah.
Na sorry na OP si PJ. Basta mo to PJ.
PJ,
Pagod
okay ra
follow
na
lang
PJ.
niya tani yung page.
Next time.
I think
Tanong tika
I
PJ,
think they're close.
do you know Loyos RD?
Oh, do you
No.
know Melson? That's okay, yun na siya. Yung mga eat outs na. Doon mo ka na ng TC, good niya.
Asa di ka mag-lunch PJ? KFC?
UFC.
No way.
Where?
The one near at Erika's. What's that one?
Kanang ramp? Padong sa bilyaran?
Green Derby?
Ah, yeah, that one. Green Derby. With
Okay.
Clyde and Shane Mon.
Familiar.
Yeah, usually ang engineering peeps.
Dito na baba sa Ramsel? Dapit
Dili,
dili?
sa kuan siya, sa Rosedale jud siya. Like, luyo siya.
Ay, sa kilid ka
Layo-
ng mga
layo yan.
tindahanan? Oo ba na?
Yeah, there.
Ah, yeah. Ah, oo, mahal mo nilang kung ano. Sa Milson.
Sa mura siya canteen.
Yeah. Ah, kara ko. Taas na kayong chika kan anan register yan.
Wait ano?
Next question. Guilty pleasures.
Oo, ako kay okay. I love okay. 90%, 95% sa akong clothes, okay, yun tanan, wag i-brand new ano.
Yung ina kasi mama. Okay,
Nga to.
sir.
Yeah, okay, good, grabe. Ikaw,
Mapil
Zel.
ka na mga kuan. Mapil ka na mga...
Para mo dumog.
Kana
Uy,
ganay
dili.
mag-live.
Uy, dili yun. Kanang naram ko suki drink ako kaya
Mine?
mga mura ko.
Okay.
Uy,
O ka na
dili,
mag-live selling ba?
Ka na mag-mind. Ang mind ko ni PJ.
So, hasol na gud kay pa-deliver po mo guro na.
Di ka, makilig ko mo mutuo ka sa agwadto kag dumog. Lagi,
Ah,
okay.
digid.
Dili ko
Pero
kay-
kanang mangukay ko kanang giibutang la sa lamisa niya gidan okra. Nya tag G's man. Ara ako sa tag G's oy. Nas pinakailaw
Okay,
man ang
mahal
kanang. Okay na sani? New arrivals na
Say
inalang.
no to new arrival.
Say no. Ikaw, Zel.
My guilty pleasures are taking pretty notes. Kay, kana ganing pretty notes nga, di na ni mo studihan balik. Pero effective ba gyapon siya. Kaya like,
Mag-highlight
while nag-write ka kay, na kay ma-remember ana.
Pero kita ko
Also-
sa mga notes, good Zel. Very organized din na siya. Grabe, get organized din Zel. Basta ang apartment.
Nagkaanto ba ka?
Oy, kami ni...
Ato. Ay,
Kami
oo
ni
mo
Nat.
na yang.
Oo.
Oh, okay.
Kachika rata. Yung apartment
Remember
ko
ko,
grabe organized si Zel, Jud. Pwede magkuan na mo na siya.
Also, collecting stationery materials and K-dramas. Shout out to my opas if you're listening to this podcast.
Mention, shout out.
Shout out Kim Sunho, Kim Soo-yoon, Nam Joo-hyuk, Wi Ha-jun, and many more.
What is your goal for the next 6 months?
Hindi ni siya fast talk ka, kaya gano'n na pang sa answer. Sige ako, short but sweet lang. 6 months. Sige ako, ang goal dyan is to finish my internship lang. That's my short goal. Yeah.
My goal for the next 6 months is to finish strong sa academics, to have a successful execution sa tanan na to nga planned activities sa NDSO because they're gonna tanga in line and it's exciting somehow. Although we're napoy pa do nga kapoy, pero it's part of it. And also successful in my small little business.
Oh, yeah. You guys should try her products.
Free plug. Segue. Sponsored by. This podcast is sponsored by.
Okay, so next question, pet peeves. What are your pet peeves?
Ano yung definition sa pet peeves?
Something
Like-
you find annoying?
Pwede
Ooh,
person, charot.
Ay, ayun
Pero,
dyan, ayun
parehas
dyan.
lagi una, friend.
Sila na to ikaw. Pet peeves. Siguro ka nang magkaon nga magtingog ang baba gani.
Oh, true.
Unang dili ko mo tanaw og
Samo,
mukbang. Oh my
When
God.
when they chew?
So annoying. Kasi di ko ganun tanaw og mukbang gyud yan. Nya ka nang magtingog-tingog paka-paka. Oh my God. Kalami mahapak ko sa video na. Hate it.
Sama na ako eh. Sino ko dagan ko pet peeves kay I'm a stubborn person. Akong pet peeves kay pumuot nga paper,
See guys, organized yun na siya guys.
rose telling,
Di ka O-sizzle?
one
Isa
magod
ka check.
for me kay OC is an actual condition. So
Condition dyan siya.
I'd prefer being called perfectionist.
Yes naman.
Or I can be messy with it sometimes
Right,
in my
right,
own way.
right.
Last question. Are you ready to be an R&D? Yes or no?
No.
Uy,
For me, no good. No good kay
Hello, wala,
currently ko.
friend.
No good siya nga. Like, right now, if ako tatanong, like, ni-ask mo to si Sir po na magod Francis sa mong review class. Are you ready to be an R&D? So, no good kay. I think ma-question din ako akong competencies during karon online class. Kaya I think,
True.
you know, I think pinaka-important man, para na ako sa ka-important na subject mo gud kay ang MNT nga natulong ko gid siya og online class mo tong murag ako ang goal mo gud is under clinical nga R&D mo gud niya. Murag mo na siya pinaka-important pa niya. Na online class pag yun ganahan ko like actual nga deal with patients. Karon sa internship na mo kay online ra di gid mi ka to hospital so I don't know basin eventually ma-ready ra ko but yeah I think no lang siguro karon.
My answer right now is yes, pero feel na ko ma-change pa ni if ma-feel na akong pressure sa internship
True.
and board exams.
Ay na
Board
lang.
exams.
good luck din sa inyo, Ate Fran. We wish you
Yeah.
luck and
Thank
guidance
you.
from the Lord. Amen.
Basically, next year na ang board exam.
Ayaw, Zen!
Wala!
Ikaw, no? Pila din ako month? 2 months after? 3 months?
3. Kay August man ang
October?
kuan.
Ay, August. August eh.
August ang boards. Oh my
Di
gosh.
ba, ano eh?
Ayaw ba? Mag-promise ko.
Mag-overtake
Mag-overtake
na
na ako.
pa
Wait
siya.
lang dito. Sayan.
Hindi ka mo look back, ana.
Nga?
Di man kuno ka pwede mo look back. Basta ni barog na ka sa chair. Dahil imo pencil mo ibilin.
Uy,
Mag-diaper dyan ka
Uy,
na.
wapa dyan ko na prepared na naging as in. Ambot. Kanya na lang eh. Kung sure na gid nga makagraduate nami. Yeah, aral ako problema ako. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there.
Kamo mga hosts, are you ready to be an R&D?
Mojad back at you.
Same as Ate Fran. No.
No? Ay, sunod ako.
Ikaw, bako na ba to? If competent ba ko? If ready na ba
Diba?
ko?
Yeah.
Pero may ilan na. Puhon.
Oh.
Ikaw, PJ.
I think no sad. Okay.
Ako rin.
I don't even
Nag-yes
remember
din.
the
Confident you kasi. Let's go.
Sa Tichika ni PG.
Sorry, PJ.
like
Sorry, PJ.
oh, it's okay. I was like I don't even remember the formulas for the ones Miss G
Harris Benedict.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Memorize
You're
pa mo sa
listening,
Harris
sorry.
Benedict.
And back lamang sa lahat.
Ay, pa-memorize ang yun mo. Sa
Why that
Harris.
one? End up I don't remember pa.
What?
Isod kayo ba sa online man good? Di ka pong face-to-face. Di pa sagun ni Miss G. Nasagunan mo.
Lagi something no ka na.
True.
Makita ni mo ba nga na nag-study with you or namo sa class maganahan ka mo kuan.
Pero sa kagtapunan.
Yeah. That's
Murag sa
why
siguro
we should use our Discord study rooms. Let's
True
go.
pa. Huwag na naman.
Okay, so we're nearing the end of our episode. So I'm gonna ask you both to give a short message for at least the first one is aspiring leaders. If you have any message for them, you can say them now.
For me, for aspiring leaders, no, when given the opportunity to lead, take it, Jud. Everything is learned man jud through experience, and even in failures, daghan gyapon jud makatunan. And take it from me, who know nothing about leading an organization. No, I wasn't even aspiring jud to be a leader, but it was given to me as an opportunity, and everything went like very nice na gyud na in the end. So yeah, take it jud if given the opportunity.
Sa una, I kept on declining higher positions because I thought na di na ko kaya. And in my experience with other orgs and as someone with a lower position sa NDSO before, I discovered more about my abilities and capabilities, and that certain things or projects or activities kay kaya ra jud as long as you strive for it. I'm quoting Sukari A. Brown. If you weren't capable, the opportunity would have never come your way. You belong.
Okay, so how about a short message for students experiencing stress and mental breakdowns?
Uh, for me, ako yung say no nga, you're not alone. And I'm a very open person and very approachable, to listen, especially sa students sa ato department, no, I am more than willing to listen, Jud. Don't hesitate to approach me. And also, if I can't be the person, if you think to help you professionally, we have someone magito from the guidance counselor, and ako kay I meet with the guidance counselor. Not everyone really knows this, but I want to na lang share it for everyone to know na I meet with the guidance counselor every academic year, and then I try to make it as a schedule na po, no. But me meeting with the guidance counselor does not mean nga I'm having breakdowns every time. I'm actually preventing it before it happens. So ayaw mo
Mm.
kaawaw mo open up, so more sa guidance mo, like, they're professionals, they study the brain and behaviors. So, nagit sila, kibawagin sila ang unsay nahitabo simong mind, gano'n, naginana imong feel. And because breakdowns and stresses can really eat you alive, I think it's good to
True.
be the first to act. Di ba, as an ND student, kaya to ang coach, kay prevention is better than cure, man jud, no? Same with our stresses and mental breakdowns. We have to do something po, no? Aron if ma-feel na nato an mo na natong mo na natong mental state, so what will you do? So dili lang pud ta ko to complain nga mao ni atong kwan. So ngitaan lang gid paagi what suits you well nga dili na mo ma-stress, ma-lessen yung mental breakdowns. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
So true. My message for students experiencing stress and mental breakdowns is to take one step at a time. Also, check out NDSO's inspirational videos for
Let's
Akbay, your
go.
inspirational
Love.
dose for my
Oh my
entire
god.
message.
Let's go. Visit us.
But really, the entire message is there. And the main idea is to take one step at a time. Char na insert.
Let's go, nice to
Your words are truly inspiring, mga ate. I hope that the listeners got the gist of your message, that when given the opportunity to take the lead, take the chance because you will eventually learn from it. And when experiencing stress and mental breakdowns, never think that you're alone and take one step at a time. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed the first episode today. Ako nalingaw gid ko og chika-chika sa atong mga palaban nga ate diri. Ikaw, PJ.
Yes, of course. Eunice, I also had a great time talking to these amazing ladies. Also, we would like to give a big shout out to the team because our first episode wouldn't be successful without them. So kudos to them.
Do you want to plug your organization's social media platform? Ate Jensel, do the honor.
Yes, please like us on Facebook, facebook.com/USCNDSO, or search USC-Nutrition and Dietetics Student Organization. You can also follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/USC.NDSO, or search at USC.NDSO. You may also send us an email, uscndso@gmail.com. And if you're interested in me, send me a message at Tarap.
Smooth.
Nagiging-plug.
Nagtay sa
Kailan
gabi.
ako na
Okay.
Kailan ako na-plug?
Nagulam sa kuha mo. Insert ko ko. Ako, I will give a short introduction lang kay very, very new and baby organization pa dyan, organization is a student chapter of the Philippine Association of Nutrition. We are the Omicron chapter, and we just got certified last September 2, 2021. And basically, our organization concerns with the food and nutrition problem of the Philippines. And as students with knowledge of these topics, and what are the things we can do? We support the different kinds of programs we can implement or enrich. And if you have any concerns, you can reach us in our Facebook page, facebook.com/panomicronchapter.com, and email us on panomicron.uscdnd@gmail.com. Thank you so much for inviting us.
The first student chapter of Philippine Association of Nutrition in Cebu and in the Visayas.
Yes.
Omicron.
So thank you.
Okay, with that, we thank you again for being here with us today. To our dear listeners, our team would love to see your reviews. So keep on sending us your feedback. We're very grateful you made it this far into the episode. So thank you guys again.
Till our next episode, this has been your host, Eunice,
And PJ, ND Corner, signing out.